the area. He undertook an aerial survey in the Wayanad before physically visiting the location of the disaster. He saw the origin of the landslide, observed the worst affected areas of Mudakai and Churalmara. And let me go across to my colleague Neetu Regu Kumar. We are going to see those pictures which we already are seeing of the Prime Minister, where he's had a look at some of the worst affected areas of Wayanad. Those pictures you see up on your screens is of the Prime Minister accompanied by the Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. Neetu, just break down for us which are the areas the Prime Minister had a look at and what is his program then on?
Now, the aerial survey is over at the moment, and by road he's heading to Churalmala, one of the areas where the landslide had happened. During his aerial visit, he had seen Punjirimattam, Churalmala and Mundakai areas, which is basically the entire area from where this landslide originated to the worst affected areas, along with Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan and Chief Secretary Vivenu was also with him, with the Prime Minister, explaining to him the areas as they visited. And now he's headed to the landslide area by road, Churalmala, and from there he will be visiting people in relief camps as well as some of the injured at the WIMS hospital. Then there will be a review meeting at Kalpata. From Kalpata, right now, the Prime Minister is headed towards Churalmala from Kalpata by road.
And you know, Neetu, there has been huge demand which was even made by Rahul Gandhi yesterday, where he talked about the fact that I hope the Prime Minister now announces it as a national disaster. But the government has also made it very clear why that's not really possible. What is it that you can tell us? What could be the plan of the PM, of the central government, as far as the Wayanad landslide is concerned?
See, there has been demand right from the beginning from the state as well as the Congress. Even leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi has demanded this. They wanted this to be mentioned or to the status of a large disaster so that more empty labs fund could be used for the rebuild of this area. So that is something which the state government has been asking time and again, and they were hoping that with the visit of Prime Minister to the state, there would be some announcements made on this regard. But it's highly unlikely that an announcement in this regard will be made today, is what we are understanding, Pallavi.
Okay. And also, can you, since you visited and have covered that area, Neetu, can you just break down for us what is the situation on the ground now? Is it on the road to recovery? Though I know it's going to take a very, very long time. But, you know, for people who are living in and around that area, how difficult has been the journey to recovery for them?
See, it's a long road to recovery and rehabilitation. It's a week now since this has happened, about 10 days. There are still people missing, and yesterday there was a large-scale lookout with the people of the area also looking for the remains of the people. So that is not yet over. Tomorrow also it will continue. So this is a stage where the people are there right now. The government has announced certain help for them, looking for places for these people to stay immediately, including some government quarters and renting out homes. For two adults in the family, they have decided to give rupees 300 each for 1 month, and also 10,000 rupees is immediate help. These are some of the immediate help that has been announced, but there needs to be a long plan for rehabilitation, and this is not a very small landslide where a couple of houses have been affected, more than 150, 200 houses in one area. It's almost like an entire village has been washed away. So the damage and the extent of the damage is huge. So for those people, even those, the houses have been completely damaged. It's impossible for them to go back and live in that area. Even in Churalmala area, where this damage has happened, that is what we are seeing. So this is going to be a long road to recovery. And even now, Pallavi, the main focus right now even is on finding these missing people, finding the remains of these people, so that there will be some solace or some closure for the families.
Well, a closure would be a little tough, I guess, as you are correctly reporting, anytime soon. But, you know, when the Prime Minister himself is taking the lead, conducting the aerial survey and hitting the ground literally, will that be a big reassurance both to the state government, because it's not going to be easy for them as well as for the people?
See, the state government has been asking for certain help from the center. When it came to the rescue efforts, whatever was asked, all support has been given. Now they are looking at what more the central government will offer, because it's not just visiting and going. They need some assurances. They wanted it to be termed as a national disaster so that more help could be brought in. So whether that will happen or not, so that is something which the state government, as well as if you look at the Congress party, they have also been demanding. So that is something which they will be looking at. For the people, yes, the Prime Minister coming and visiting them would be of reassurance, but it is a long road ahead. There is, I mean, even now we are looking at missing people and the remains for the missing people. Yesterday there was a huge search in the area. Tomorrow also the search will continue is what we are. So the work is not yet done there. It is a long road ahead.